J. Cole's new album, K.O.D, dropped last Friday, and the Fayetteville rapper didn't waste any time to drop his first visual, a music video for ATM, the 5th track on the album. If you're new to this channel, first of all subscribe, but welcome to the Explain series, where I look into popular albums and videos and try to analyze the hidden meanings behind them. So this week I'll be looking at the video in the context of my analysis of the album, which you can find in the card above. And before we get into it, make sure you follow my Instagram so you're always updated as to what I'm up to. I'll give you all a second. The video opens with J. Cole as King Overdose, this character he's created to represent this new wave in lifestyle in hip-hop, baiting some kids flying in the sky on drugs with money. Here I think he's setting up the image of the fact that these new rappers are setting a bad example for the kids, with the promise of them getting rich and living the same lavish lifestyle hanging in front of them, a promise that's never fulfilled. The view changes to the room of this parody of a mumble-type rapper, this character dressed in green, counting and flexing all the money he has, and this image is supposed to look familiar. And the next scene is Cole in a straitjacket in what looks like a solitary confinement type of chamber, but if you look closely, the walls are made out of money. This represents how Cole thinks these rappers' illusions of wealth are keeping them blocked out from the outside world, trapped in their habits and going crazy, hence the straitjacket. For the next few scenes, we get more of a view of this seemingly lavish lifestyle. Tons of hundreds coming in, everything seems fine for this character, but I think even the set design is a hint to what's coming next already. The bright cartoony characters and the strange looking sky outside makes the assertion right away that it's all just a fantasy from the start. None of it is real or will last, and that's something that plays out in the video's plot. The character of the mumble rapper soon starts having problems with his money. In this scene, he gets stabbed when he tries to reach into the money bag to pull some out, which I think represents agents or record companies who are supposed to manage his money holding it back from him, the first issue of a rapper that doesn't know what he's doing in the world might face. The next problem that he faces is people breaking in and trying to rob him. What's interesting here is these people are the same children that King Overdose was leading before, making the interesting point that this culture that the rapper himself would be promoting promotes the same kind of crime, in this case robbery, that would end up hurting him, stabbing himself in the back with the message that he preaches. This can also represent how the kids that will be the future rappers will steal the current one's relevancy and the money will stop coming in like it used to. He escapes with just one money bag left, and the next few scenes show more ways that he loses his money. While Cole isn't claiming that all rappers will gamble it all away or spend it on drugs, he is making the point that in general, he doesn't think that these new age rappers will be responsible with their money and they'll waste it and lose it all, thinking that it is endless. And now this sort of creepy scene where people are on the street looking up at the sky confused me at first, but then I noticed the dollar signs in their eyes and realized that this shows that at the very same time this rapper is being screwed over by this lifestyle, more and more people are attracted to it and fly into the sky to chase it, personified by King Overdose and his flying throne. Finally, he's at a used car shop and he has no more money left, so he literally gives up an arm and a leg to buy the car. This is certainly a reference to the expression that something costs an arm and a leg, but I think he's also making the point that these rappers will become so desperate and give up parts of themselves just to maintain their lavish lifestyles when the money isn't coming in. In their new whip, they're driving, living lavishly on the road, following the promise of the money that they see in the sky held up by King Overdose, and they're trying to chase the lifestyle again, but they're ignoring that they have no fuel left. This can represent them resorting to drugs or doing crazy things for money, but they fly up and they're about to reach the dollar bill when their fuel runs out and they crash and die. Or literally, I think it means they just fall off. Here Cole is making the prediction that all these rappers will get desperate, follow a path of drugs, and at least end their own careers if they don't literally die from overdosing. It's a morbid message, and I think it's supposed to be. The video ends with "Choose wisely," a solemn but powerful message to the new age rappers he's targeting this video towards, to be careful when chasing this lavish lifestyle.